Now, I did say if we were under 3 hours, we'd do some reaction stuff. So, we're going to do that. Ah, there's the story teaser for Shang thing. I haven't watched that yet. Looks like they finally uploaded that. So, we will be starting with character teaser, an elusive curative. We'll watch Edifice of Sincerity, character demo, collected Miscellany. Yeah, so here we go. I'll probably have to reduce the volume on this.
Prepare 10 parts of violet grass and 3 of star conch shells. Mash them together with some fresh glaze lilies, filter with gauze, and consume the resulting herbal brew.
That's weird.
Oh? Does something about this prescription displease you?
Oh, not at all. I have complete confidence in your
his hairpin
prescriptions.
is a pen.
They work every time. It's just that this prescription is for a pair of siblings based in Mondstadt.
Mondstadt? Then these ingredients will not be easy to procure.
Most of them are fine. It's just the glaze lilies. They don't come cheap, especially not fresh ones. Poor Anthony will have to work a lot of extra hours to afford this.
Oh. It's Anthony.
This new prescription, though not as fast-acting, will allow gradual recovery and buildup of strength, making it well-suited to someone who's been suffering from a long illness. The needed ingredients can also be found around Mondstadt.
Wait. Dendro-processed berries?
Strange afflictions require stranger remedies, no? I have another backup solution. You'll need to boil some frog skins and lizard tails before adding a few drops of Changshang's venom.
This one will be fine.
Poor Anthony. Your sister's gonna be sick for a long time.
Wait a minute. A few drips of what from whom?
That was a good one. I like that. Oh, that was a nice little short piece. Then we have the Kaveh demo.
Nice to meet you. I'm Kaveh, an architect. You must have seen the Palace of Alcazarzaray before. I sacrificed so much for that. Everyone else thought I'd lost my mind. You don't spend all your savings on your hobbies, do you? You definitely don't want to end up borrowing money in a moment of impulsivity.
That was the line from the event.
Dad is miserable.
I can't believe I didn't catch on to this from the previous time we saw him, but I can't believe I didn't make the connection that he's a Claymore user. I see a sword. I see a tall man. I don't
Watch and learn.
immediately notice that the sword is bigger than he is.
Come at me. Sight clear.
Also, I love the toolbox. Toolbox is great.
There's still room for improvement.
Sorry,
I'll
call
make
eh?
my finishing touches before the deadline creeps up. Is that the client? Wait. Oh, it's you!
Kaveh's an interesting guy. I really like him. I hope we pull a copy of him. At some point. Alright, now it's time for Baizhu's character demo. Haven't seen this yet. Ooh, look at that cinematic jump in quality. Ooh, treasure hoarder. Oh no, he chi blocked him.
It seems this elixir has attracted some difficult customers.
Belligerents? and avarice. For these vices, I'm afraid I can offer no cure.
A good beating ought to do it.
I don't like the reach of his attacks. That's the only thing I don't like about him so far from what we played. This is very serene.
As flowers wither, so does life fade.
I really like his coat.
There's no escaping it.
Oh, the bug's dying.
Hand over the elixir.
He healed the
or you
bug!
die tonight.
My mortality is no one's concern but mine. Remember, health comes first.
Man, I'm loving this.
Taking a turn for the better.
There's like a whole lot of nothing happening, but they're managing to make it seem very cinematic. Where did you pop up from?
Baizhu, the dew. Here you go.
This remedy is powerful, yet painstaking to concoct. Ineffective without moonlight dew as a potentiator, but just a drop will cure Gui's cold in no time.
All this for a
Cold
cold?
medicine? You came all the way out here for cold medicine?
I'm with this guy.
You're seeking to steal it? I have serious concerns for your cognitive health.
They didn't know what
First
it
round of
was.
treatment has clearly failed. Let's try a stronger dose.
No, please, no. Ah!
What is he doing to that man? Oh my god. Oh, that was great. It was a little bit longer than it needed to be. That was 3 minutes. But it was very good nonetheless. XY, dear old friend. If you haven't heard this song, go ahead. Listen to that. That's amazing. Wow. That was pretty good. And it's collected Miscellany time.
It's said that chronic illness makes a medical expert out of the patient. This would seem to ring true for Baizhu, a skilled doctor of
Time
weak
for some
constitution.
Dane-splaining.
But delve a little deeper, and one is left questioning the true relationship between Dr. Baizhu's ailments and expertise.
Time for a house call.
To heal the sick is a doctor's lifelong calling. Baizhu constantly monitors the well-being of those around him, treating ailments when the earliest symptoms arise. His dendrovision enables him to protect his teammates and provide a range of treatments to suit any scenario.
I'm looking forward to finding out when he got his
Baizhu's
dendrovision.
familiarity with the medicinal effects of common herbs is useful knowledge during medical emergencies in the wild. When Baizhu is in the party, interacting with certain harvestable items will heal the active character, meaning more time spent adventuring and less spent recovering.
It reminds me of that one artifact set that you
Baizhu's
get at the
normal
beginning of
attack
the game.
can
The
perform up
adventure
to
set?
4 frontal strikes that deal dendro damage. His charged attack consumes a set amount of stamina to deal AoE dendro damage in front of him after a short casting time.
It's a little interruptible is the only drawback
Upon
there.
casting his elemental skill, Baizhu sends a gossamer sprite to cruise and attack nearby enemies, dealing dendro damage. After it performs a certain number of attacks, or if there are no enemies nearby, the sprite will return. Upon its return, the sprite heals all nearby party members based on Baizhu's max HP. After unlocking the talent 5 Fortunes Forever, Baizhu's abilities are enhanced in different ways depending on the active character's current HP.
Interesting.
If their HP is less than a certain percentage, Baizhu's healing bonus is increased. If their HP is equal to or more than a certain percentage, Baizhu's dendro damage bonus is increased.
That's also neat.
Taking a turn for the better.
When Baizhu casts his elemental burst, he enters the pulsing clarity state, creating a seamless shield that absorbs dendro damage with increased effectiveness.
Okay.
While the pulsing clarity state is active, a new seamless shield is generated at regular intervals.
Ah.
While a character is under the protection of seamless shield, whenever the shield regenerates, expires, or is destroyed, the active character is healed based on Baizhu's max HP.
That's a pretty good burst, not gonna lie.
At the
That
same
might make
time,
him the best
spirit
shielder in
veins
the
are
game.
unleashed, which attack enemies,
Sorry, Noelle.
dealing dendro damage. Medicine is a vast and complex discipline whose methods range from the strictly therapeutic to the thoroughly transformative.
His basic
After
attack
unlocking
combo
the
string is
talent,
the only
all
thing I
things are
really
of the
don't like
earth.
about his playstyle.
When a character is healed by Baizhu's seamless shield, they will gain the Year of Verdant Favor effect, which increases damage dealt by burning, bloom, hyperbloom, burgeon, spread, and aggravate reactions triggered by that character. The size of the damage boost depends on the elemental reaction, and scales off of Baizhu's max HP up to a certain limit.
So he could actually,
This
he's a
effect
really good
lasts for
support.
limited duration.
He can support by
Baizhu
healer,
avoids life and
support,
death
damage
battles
buffer.
like the plague, and does his utmost to stop comrades from becoming casualties. In battle, Baizhu casts his
He does
elemental
everything.
skill, sending out a Gossamer Sprite to deal dendro damage to enemies, and heal all nearby party members upon its return. When energy is full, Baizhu enters the pulsing clarity state by providing protection and healing for his teammates with his seamless shield, and also unleashing spirit veins to deal dendro damage to enemies.
I wonder if he
Baizhu
works well
gives
with
his team
Wanderer.
healthy
Any good
odds of
every time a
finishing
new
the battle in
shielder
one
or like
piece.
support comes out, I just want to know how well that will work with Wanderer. Because Wanderer's
Humans
biggest
typically
problem
live
is he
short
is support
lives.
dependent.
People chase after immortality for countless reasons, most of them selfish in nature, but Baizhu defies the norm. I know of no one else who yearns for eternal life as a means to endure limitless suffering. Perhaps this stubborn defiance is necessary to practice medicine. What doctor can expect to bring patients back from the brink who does not cling to the hope of life despite impossible odds? However sheer his determination, the future is always uncertain. But surely anyone bold enough to shoulder responsibility for the lives and deaths of others deserves reverence and respect.
That must mean a lot coming from you, Dane, who actually is kind of sort of immortal. Whenever Dainsleif becomes playable, I'm imagining it's going to be a laundry list of just voice lines in there of, hey, what do you think of this character? 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 And the list will go on. But I hope that Baizhu is on that list, just because I would love to see an interaction between Baizhu and Dane. That is an interaction that I need to see. Last one. Kaveh's collected Miscellany. Is it gonna be another Danesplain?
When Dory was planning to build her residence, she at first envisaged a cozy luxury home in a quiet spot far from the city, with ample space to house her countless possessions. But with the aid of renowned architect Kaveh, the palace of Alcazar-Zareh has ended up as an iconic landmark known far and wide. Dory occasionally grumbles about this unexpected twist of fate, but in Kaveh's life, unintended consequences like these are all too typical.
Is that the client?
Al-Haytham's house.
Wait. Oh, it's you!
Kaveh is rarely without his assistant, Marak, a multifunctional tool that runs on ancient technology. As well as assisting him with routine mapping work, Marak also helps Kaveh deal
doing
with
the Iron
all
Man
manner
thing.
of unforeseen incidents. When trying to strike a balance between aesthetics and practicality, budgeting is an essential skill.
He doesn't have it,
When
though.
Kaveh crafts landscape, building, and courtyard-type furnishings, some materials are refunded, ensuring efficient utilization.
Ooh. Oh, I
Kave's
definitely need
normal
to pull
attack
him.
Uses Marak to combo up to 4 strikes, dealing physical damage to enemies. His charged attack consumes stamina over time to perform continuous
We don't
rapid
have enough
slashes,
characters that have an ability that
finishing
affects
with
the
an
teapot at
especially
all.
powerful slash. When he casts his elemental skill,
Madam Ping
Kaveh
unlocked win.
attacks using Marak's mapping ability, performing a radial scan that deals AoE dendro damage and causes all dendro cores in range.
I wonder if they'll
to
do that,
burst.
actually. Give us characters like Madam Ping or Cloud Retainer when they were in
After
their
unlocking
prime.
the talent An Architect's Undertaking, when Kaveh is hit by dendro cores damage, including Burgeon and Hyperbloom damage, he will restore HP based on his elemental mastery. This effect can be triggered once per set time period.
Kaveh definitely has one of the most interesting kits, and I
Breaking
really
new
hope I
ground.
pull him, but I probably won't.
Kaveh's elemental burst unleashes the full power of Marak, which maps out a cubic area, dealing AoE dendro damage to all enemies within it, and causing all dendro cores in range to burst. For a set duration, it also enhances Kaveh's combat capabilities by increasing his resistance to interruption, expanding his normal, charged, and plunging attack range, and converting his attacks into dendro damage that cannot be overridden. Additionally, all dendro cores created by your own party members' bloom reactions will deal additional damage when they burst. These effects will be cleared once Kaveh leaves the field. The mind of an artist is always busily conjuring up strange and
here we go.
wondrous ideas, never stopping even in the heat of battle. After unlocking the talent A Craftsman's Curious Conceptions,
What?
during the period of Kaveh's elemental burst, after Kaveh strikes an opponent with a normal, charged, or plunging attack, his elemental mastery will be increased. This effect can be triggered once per set time period, and is stackable up to a limit. When the elemental burst duration expires, these effects are cleared. The path of the idealist is rarely a smooth one. Even the kindest of souls must find the strength to confront the obstacles ahead. In battle, Kaveh makes deft use of his elemental skill. He scans for all dendro cores in a certain range, instantly causing them to burst and deal dendro damage to enemies. When energy is full, Kaveh uses Marak at full power, dealing dendro damage to enemies and enhancing his
Man,
personal
why is it
combat
I always enjoy the
capabilities
4
for a
stars so
period
much
of
more
time.
than the 5 stars?
Kaveh continues to deal dendro damage with his normal attack and elemental skill, while boosting damage dealt by bursting dendro cores, finally tackling the problems in his life once and for all.
I wonder what the best Claymore will be for
Many
him.
struggle to
Maybe-
understand
maybe I'll
how
give him the
Kaveh,
bell.
despite his academic brilliance, has wound up leading a life fraught with disappointments.
Always poor.
The objective truth is that Kaveh is his own worst enemy and brings most of his woes upon himself. And yet, I find myself reluctant to be too critical of him.
Really?
After all, surely anyone with a heart would be moved after witnessing Kaveh stand up for what he believes in.
Makes me really sad that a lot of people aren't going to be able to see what happens during the event. Luckily, some people, myself included, have documented a large portion of the event in their playthrough. But sadly, a large portion of Kaveh's character was in that event. That event was basically the Kaveh story quest. And to an extent, it was very much a Layla and Farazan story quest too. But I think that's enough of me chattering and prattling on. But this has always been fun. Thank you for everyone who stopped by. And for anybody who wants to see more of me in the future, you can always follow me either here on Twitch. This also will be on YouTube at some point as well. You can also see when I do stuff like this, and I react to a lot of stuff off stream, and I usually do that in my Discord. So if people want to see more React content from me, you should probably bug me on Discord, or even you could probably DM me on Twitter, send me stuff there as well. For the most part, this has been a fun. I will see you all in the next stream. Bye-bye.
It suits a well-cultured and disciplined person such as yourself.